The sound test room.
Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the sound test room. Right, so today we're going to take a look at a couple of production tricks and tips, specifically for bass. Maybe a bit of drums if we've got time. So this is a good way to bring out your bass lines and tighten them up and make them more present in your mix, which is always important. Bass often gets neglected and often sounds muddy and confused. And if you follow these production tips, then you'll be able to sort them out. Plus, you can apply these kind of things to other things. So what we've got here is we've just got a drum pattern and a bass line. Now, for the first part, I'm going to use a real bass. So just recorded this bass with these drums. So it's pretty standard. The bass sounds okay, but as soon as you're going to start adding guitars and synthesizers and stuff and all the rest of it, things are going to start to get a little confusing in the mix. So what I've done to save time is I've set up another thing for this. So this one here. Now all I've done here is made a duplicate, an exact duplicate of the drum track and an exact duplicate of the bass track. So we have exactly the same thing now. Mix will be slightly different. And if I So you see, all we've done is copied. So all I've done is copied the two tracks, if you like. So I've now got two drum patterns that are exactly the same, and two bass lines that are exactly the same. So what we're going to do with this first one here, we can take all these mutes and solos off. We'll just mute the drums actually. So I'm going to select track 3 for the bass here, and I'm going to solo that. So here is track 3. And I'm going to engage the EQ, and I'm going to take out all the top end, and I'm going to increase some of the bottom end. And then I'm going to solo the 4th track, which is the second bass track, and I'm going to engage the EQ for that too. But this time, instead of taking out I'm going to take the bass end out of this. Okay, and let me just play. And I'm going to boost the top end. So now if I engage both, we've already got much nicer control. Over our bass, with control over the top end and bass end. Now, the reason for this is that now what we want to do is we're going to apply some effects, but we're only going to apply effects to the top end, and this is because bass sounds nice with flanges and choruses and sometimes a little bit of echo and stuff, but the trouble is if you're applying it just to one track, you're applying that effect over the whole of the bass, all those bass frequencies, and bass frequencies tend to get a bit muddy and confused in mixes. So a way to get around this is exactly like this. You've got two separate bass tracks now, and you've isolated the top end of the bass and the bottom end as well. So what we can do now is let's add some let's add a little chorus, but we're only going to add chorus to the top end. So if we go back again and play, we've got our clean bass signal bottom end, and we've got chorus to top end. So that chorus all the frequency changes in the chorus are still being applied to the bass, and it sounds like the whole bass, but you're not confusing the frequencies at the bottom end with the chorus. Same for, let's change that to a flange. And if I drop the drums back in now, they're going to sound a lot more, bass is going to stand out a lot better. So now we've done this, what we can do with the drums is another neat trick. So we've got all of these things. Now you can apply the same kind of effects to the drums. You could put some reverb and clean out the top end, but this is what happens. This is quite nice if you put a stereo widener on. So let's just take track 2 for instance here, and let's apply our EQ, and I'm gonna drop out the bass end there. Actually, what we'll do is we'll solo it so we can hear it. So okay, so we've got a very crispy, tinny top end drum pattern, drum kit there. But let's go down here. Now these effects will apply to, see, now we've applied stereo width straight in. And let's drop our other bass drums in. And straight away you've made that sound loads better. And then so straight away you've made them sound really cool. Now also one more trick we can do. Now we can do this with any instrument, okay? If we want to do something special with the drums here, what we can do is let's just stretch this out and go all the way back there. Make sure that our grid lock is off. So you want to go down there, and we just want to select the second track here. I want to make this a bit wider because I don't want to go much. And all I'm going to do is just slightly move this so it's slightly offset. So we've got this. And what I'm going to do is slightly pan the top-ended pattern slightly over, and the full pattern slightly to the right. And if you're listening now through headphones, you'll hear that it's a lot wider. So we're gonna in a sec we're gonna look at doing the same thing but with a synthesized bass line, which is, it can get a little bit more interesting. All right guys, see you in a sec. Right, so in this one, in this part, we're gonna do synth bass. So I've set up this thing, so very basic, one track, no drums, nothing like that, because you can apply the same method of adding drums and stuff forever. Oh, just finish your track, you know. So this is what we've got. This is a very basic, the driest, one of the driest bass sequences that I could find from Synth Master. So what, first of all, I'm going to do is create another audio track here. Select the whole thing there, copy. Then select the next audio track and paste. So we'll just move that back to the beginning there. So now we've got the same thing playing on both tracks. So identical. So I'm going to apply the same technique as I used in the last one. First of all, I'm going to take this one, so I'm going to mute this track. I'm going to just start to play this one. going to boost the bass there, and I'm going to drop out some of the top end. Just for sure I'm not clipping on the actual recording. So now we have that there. I'm going to mute that one and just play this one. So move it back a little bit there. I'm going to engage the EQ again, and I'm going to do the same type of thing. I'm going to bass the bass. So we could, if we wanted to as well at this point, add another one, and we could use it for like more mid-range and stuff. But you can go as far as you like with it. So let's listen to both of them now as they've both been affected. So we can get a nice balance between our basses. And I'm going to start to apply effects now to the top one. So I'm going to first of all apply a delay, and to just the top end. Reverb. So now we've applied a reverb to our bass, but we haven't destroyed the actual integrity of the frequencies at the bottom end. So let's see if we can make that sound a little bit more interesting with some better effects. So let's see what we've got down here. And this time, I think what we'll do is we'll take the first track and we'll apply a flanger. Now, because it's synthesized, it's not going to be so bad. So let's just have a listen to that. That's quite nice. And to this, number 2, we shall try some pan and tremolo. And already we've started to make that bass line a lot more interesting than it was originally. So what we've got now is we've got the top end of the bass line panning, but the actual bass end is flanged but not panning. Now, if you're not listening through headphones, I want you to listen through headphones for this next part. So there's another little couple of things you can do, and it's kind of a rehash of the same thing. So what we're going to do, but we're just going to take it a little bit further. So we're going to add another audio track here. Sorry, let me just get rid of that one and select this and put the track underneath. That's easy for me. I'm going to copy that one and paste that bass line there. So now we've got 3 bass lines. So with this one, we're going to take EQ again. So there you go, guys. There's some of the other cool stuff you can do with synthesizer bass lines, but just duplicating tracks and adding effects and adjusting EQ for those different types of things. So we've got the mid-range sort of and the bass range and the top end, all with different effects applied, but still playing the same thing. And then if we wanted to, we could start to slightly offset these, make sure our magnet is unlocked, and we could let's see if we just spread it out a little bit further, go back. Let's move our mid-range quite a bit, and let's put our little one there, and then let's just take our mid-range up a little bit and our top end down, and get this kind of effect now. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did like the video, subscribe to the channel. Visit us at thesoundtestroom.com, where me, Colin, and Jacob will help you out with whatever we can. If you can become a patron or donate, it really helps us out. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you later.